So, I kind of drove 2.5 hours to see this movie, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, the whole drive back, I didn't use my rearview mirrors. It Follows has a very simple premise, and that is a girl named Jay is followed by a supernatural presence after being transmitted this presence through sex. It Follows is one of the strongest and most brilliant American-made horror films I've seen since the original Paranormal Activity. Literally, while watching this movie, there were certain sequences that I was so creeped out in. I was like, if this scene ended now, I would be happy because I'm ready to move on because I'm kind of sinking in my seat. Now, it doesn't surprise me that the director, David Robert Mitchell, said he got the idea for It Follows through a nightmare, because the way that he directs this film gives it sort of a nightmarish experience. It feels like a dream, like you're trapped in this nightmare and you just can't seem to wake up. I love the way that he shoots a lot of these scenes. Like, the cinematography is incredible in this film. You know, he shoots it with a lot of wide camera lenses, so a shot will fill up the entire screen, so you will feel just so helpless and so small, and that it could literally be anywhere, and you have no idea when it's coming, when it'll catch up, and so therefore adding this whole element of paranoia. It Follows is paranoia at its most frightening, and I think that is the element of this film that really got under my skin, was just constantly being paranoid of not knowing where it could be and when it's gonna come, knowing that it's always lingering, that it's always going to be after. And that's something I also love. The explanations and the motives behind it are very unclear, and for some people they're gonna be like, I kind of wish I'd known more about that, but for me that just makes it all the more terrifying. Now, it would be a disjustice to not talk about the incredible score that is in this film. Literally, the music for It Follows is by far the best score I have heard for a horror movie since the late 70s, early 80s. That is how great this score is. It literally becomes this presence in the film that really builds the intensity and builds the suspense to just this maximum level. Well, yes, you can say that this is a metaphor of an STD, a sexually transmitted demon, but David Robert Mitchell also puts a lot of subtext, a lot of themes and messages with that it becomes more than just an STD horror film. You know, there's a really cool underlying message here that I got by the ending of the film, which I love. I can't remember the last time I watched a horror movie that I was so alive and awake during. It Follows isn't one of those horror movies that you're gonna be like hiding behind your hands or jumping out of your seat. It's not one of those type of films, and if you go in expecting that, you're probably gonna walk out disappointed. It Follows is that type of film that just lingers with you. It's so creepy. This is honestly the first film that I feel like I can say this tagline and actually mean it. It Follows is creepy as hell. So you guys, if I had to give It Follows a score, It Follows is going to earn my perfect rating of a 5 out of 5. So you guys, have you seen It Follows? What did you think of this film? Did you love this movie, or were you a victim of it being overhyped? It happens to the best of us. So leave in the comment section below your thoughts on It Follows, and until next time, you guys, I'm the Slasher Movieer, and you guys have just been slashed.